Okay, now we are working on the second riff of Iron Man. And again, these are just interpretations of what I'm hearing when I listen to the music. Maybe they play it different, I don't know. Because on guitar there's, you can have one chord or one way, or a certain group of notes, and there could be tons of ways to play the same thing, either with a different tuning or whatever. So let's begin. And let me play this riff for you first. No, don't do that. Okay, sorry about that. My 1.5-year-old, he likes to come in. He doesn't like when I have to kick him out of the music room while I do some videos. So let's start on the 7th. Well, I'm just going to play it for you first, okay? And I've really got the distortion cranked up here because we want a lot of gain on the sound here. And again, if you're just playing an acoustic, that will work as well. But and then it's over, okay? Now this riff does not use power chords, although you could if you wanted to. It would sound fine to do that, but I'm not going to use power chords. I don't think he uses that. And let's start. We're going to be using just one note, so we're going to use more than just this first finger to play this lead riff here. We're going to start on fret 7. Now, you don't want to always have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to get used to where 7 is. Remember, it's the third dot because the dots on the guitar are odd numbers. 3, 5, 7. There's not a dot on number 1 because hopefully you can just look there and see that that's the first one. So 3, 5, 7. And we're only going to be using the low E string. Now again, when I say low E, I'm not talking about low E towards the ground, low. I'm talking about lowest in pitch, which is the string that's closest to the ceiling. So 7. And here's the tab, or here's the numbers for the riff. I'm going to tell them to you. If you have a bad memory, write them down. Okay, here they are. We're only using the low E. So here it goes. 7, 7. I'm sorry, that was 5. 7, 7. 10. 7, 7. 6. 5, 5, 5. Open, which means no finger. Open. Now, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay? And that's all you need to write. Because you do that, I think, 3.5 times or something like that. And we'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, when you do this riff, don't just use your first finger for every note. Which is what some people do. You need to get used to using all your fingers because, when you play scales and other things later, lead and all that, you want to be able to use have your other fingers, be a part of that. So let's do 7, 7. With this first finger, we're going to go 7, 7. We're going to pick it 7, 7. Okay? If you don't have a pick, you need to get you one. They're cheap. There are a lot of times where you want to finger pick and things and not use a pick. But if you don't start using one now, it'll always be difficult. So make sure you use the pick some. 7, 7. Now 10. With the 10, I'm going to just put my pinky down here. Because if I let each finger be in its own fret here, 10 is just right where my pinky would fall. See? 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7, 7, 10. Alright, see how much easier that looks than this? Okay, it is easier, trust me. And look how I put my other fingers down when I do it. I go 7, 7. When I do the 10, I'll go ahead and put my other fingers down for strength. Okay, it gives me more stability. Okay? Alright, so I put my other fingers down. Don't do this. And just put the pinky down. It's unstable. Go ahead and use the other fingers. Now, 7, 7. I kind of switch to this finger. It really doesn't matter exactly which fingers you use. Just make sure you're making use of more fingers than just your first finger. Try to get the other ones involved. Okay, 7, 7, 6, and then 5, 5, 5. and then cut the sound off. All right, 5, 5, 5, mute with this right hand. Come down with that palm. Okay, and then open, and then 4, 5, 5, 6. Look how I had the fingers. I had 4, and then I went 5, 5. Kept the fingers down. I didn't do this. I didn't lift my first finger up. Kept it down. 4, 5, 5, and then 6. Still got them all down. Okay? So don't do this. Don't play the piano and guitar. Keep the fingers down. Okay? Because you wouldn't do that on piano. You'd lift them up. But here on guitar it works better. Here, 4, 5, 5, 6. All right, we just went through what you wrote down one time. Here's the second time. Here's the third time. Stop. After you do 5, 5, 5 the third time, it's over with. The riff is over, the drums do a fill, and then they go back to the first riff. Enjoy that one.